That's a cold wind, isn't it? Oh, took my coat off. I should have maybe left it on.
How are you today?
Fine and dandy. Better than last week. Less full of snot anyway. So I suppose that's progress.
I know my cough's clearing up a little bit now.
So have you done your reflection?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Getting proper detailed notes now, aren't we? Excellent. So I've decided to go down the manoeuvre route. Cool. Vital skills. Yep. Complex situations. You'd like to build on your skills of reversing and getting used to the gear and also different gradients. Okay. You enjoyed the freedom as we worked on your basic junctions. You did, however, panic at one point and stalled the car when setting off uphill. I'll add, luckily you reacted well to that. Good. This is the first time I felt less confident when driving. Well, they do. Every once in a while things can happen, and it's, you know, you encounter something you've never encountered before. But as you quite rightly said, you dealt with it, which is great. If you learn better, try new things. But I'd like to feel better if I have more practice on this, as I think I'm too slow setting off. Okay. So what would you like to do or feel better about? Practice uphill should have maybe got you to read it. Practice uphill starts, changing gear quickly when coming to a junction. More and more practice on the roads. So we'd said we'd go down the manoeuvre route. Would you rather do some more work on that?
Well, I think if we go down manoeuvre route, we're still going to be covering basic junctions.
We are. It's I mean, we can because every time we're doing everything, we're going to basic junctions. So you still okay to do we're going to do maybe a bay park?
Yeah.
Over near where you are? Cool. Well, we will be doing some the quieter ones here, but of course as we get further down towards where...
Don't you need to drive there?
Oh, no, well, I could do, but if we left from here and we went along Checkerfield Lane, turned left, and then right at that mini roundabout, that takes us down to the...
I think where I am now.
What do they call the pub? The Yorkshire Penny? Used to be the Cobbler.
Oh, Cobbler.
And
It's
then
the
left
Cobbler.
there.
It used to be Yorkshire Penny.
So as we go along there, the junctions are getting slightly busier each time. So I mean, I'm happy to drive you there, but if you want to see, maybe we can try that and see how you feel on the way there. You okay with that?
Yeah, I just know that junction's scary. Isn't
It's busier. That would be the busiest one we've done. But remember, I'm always here to help you. And if you feel that you need help, just shout. And it's doing exactly what we've done before. You know, where you've made the decision to go or not. But what's the difference this time? So that junction at the bottom, do you think?
This car's coming from all over.
Yeah, because you've got to, when you do make the decision, you've got to
forward, that way.
Yeah. So there's lots happening, is there? Because there's also the traffic, because it's a staggered junction as well, isn't it? So there's the traffic coming across. I mean, we can, you know, if you don't feel confident about it, we can stop before we get there and I can take us there. Or if you can go there, we can work it between us. What do you reckon?
No, I think I'll try it.
Excellent. Good stuff. Righty-ho. So, bay parking today, and we'll do, obviously, working on the junctions as we go along, and anything else that kind of comes up.
Bay parking is in getting it in the line.
Yes. Everybody thinks they're not going to do it. But it's, well, we'll have a chat about it when we get there. And, do you think there's anything you've done so far that might help you with that?
What, bay parking?
Yeah.
Reversing?
Yeah. Well, it's the same skills, isn't it?
Yeah, just getting it right.
So once we've done that, if time permits when we come back, we can maybe do a few laps around where that uphill junction is and do a bit of practice on there.
That's just, it's roundabout, that one. It's because it were different, it were uphill.
Well, it's a combination of a lot of different things, isn't it? Where you've brought a lot of the skills together that we've already done, but it's all got to be done in that little concentrated space. It's just practice, like you quite rightly identify. When you're ready, off we go. Everything's set the way you want it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Right,
You might need to wiggle the wheel. There you go. Sometimes when you take the key out, the steering lock goes on, you've got to give it a little wiggle before the key will turn again. So we'll go to the end of this road and turn right, please.
Too much?
It's okay. You've adjusted, which is good.
I hate that bit. don't like it when I do that.
It's all right. You're adjusting all the time, so you know that's you've got a good feel for it. You knew it was too much, so you just right at the end of the road, please. Smooth and right at the end of this road.
It's my left and right.
You'd be surprised how many people get them mixed up. What made that successful, do you think?
Going slow.
Yeah, you had the speed exactly right, didn't you? You were able to make the observations before you came to a stop. We'll follow the road ahead of the roundabout. It's the third exit, but we're not going past 12 o'clock.
Say that again, sorry. Third exit.
Yes, please.
But then, as if I'm going
Because
right and then left.
Well, we're not going past 12 o'clock.
We're not?
Oh, no, we are, sorry. Yeah, I'll shut up. I'll pretend that I'm still full of cold. That's my excuse. That's good. How'd that feel?
Alright, am I a bit too close to that side? Or
No, this is lovely.
I'm in the middle now.
I think the rain might be keeping people indoors today.
I'm hoping so. Too fast round here because it's school. Even though there's no. I know it's school's off
It's
in
half
it,
term,
but
isn't it? Yeah. When we get to the end of this road, we'll turn left, please.
am I going too fast?
No, this is lovely. Just nice. It's about right for the road and traffic conditions that we're meeting. So we go left at the end of the road.
I thought you've got to remind me. Because I'm terrible.
That's okay. And then right at the roundabout. So who goes first here? Do we wait for them or do they wait for us?
I'll wait for them because I don't know.
Give way to traffic.
We have to go
from
round the
there.
roundabout.
Yeah, make an attempt. It's difficult at this one because it is so small. That's well done. That's nice timing here too. Well done. Now coming off the roundabout there, you don't always have the time to signal. You should always try, but you don't always have the room because of the you're busy doing so much steering. That's good. Good effort. How did that feel?
Scary being on a new road.
Something different. So lots of traffic
I
calming
had to
measures
put that
here.
on because I couldn't see, but I didn't want it to.
Excuse me. A little bit more room. That's it, well done. You always feel squeezed in those situations.
Yeah. I didn't want to stop.
You've done the right thing by straddling the little humpy bit as much as you can. Obviously he's parked next to it, so that makes it difficult to do that. Excuse me. What do you think? Yeah, good. Well done. Not enough room for us both, was there? Oh dear. Well done. It's a nice hill start.
I had to put my handbrake on just in case I rolled back.
Yep, good. Excellent.
Oh, it's weird going uphill.
It doesn't climb hills terribly well, this car. As you're probably noticing.
Yeah.
So what does the sign ahead tell us?
That we give priority, we
Yeah.
give way
Good. Excellent. Well done.
to oncoming traffic. Please tell me isn't any. Still got to like slow down before you get to it.
Always worthwhile in places like this and these like chicanes. Just have a quick check before you go through in case the guy behind you said he's going to overtake you, which can happen sometimes.
Oh, right, God.
Remember, we're always assuming they're going to try and kill us.
Trying to clear me back with me.
That's away from you. There you go.
Go.
So at the end of the road, we'll take the road leading to the left, please. Do you need any help here, or do you want to do it on your own?
I'll try and do it on my own.
Okay. I'll be quiet. Shout out if you need any help.
I just feel like I'm going really fast.
You can feel how the hill really makes the speed pick up. So how much can you see on the way in?
Quite a lot. What do you think? Am I right?
What do you reckon?
I think so.
Go on then. And then accelerate briskly away. On a bigger road this time, we need to pick our speed up to match the speed of the traffic. How was that?
Right.
There you go. All that worrying.
I get into gear.
That's good. You've done the right thing.
This is my problem. It's straight. It's not straight up, is it? It's
No.
going third.
I'm going to turn your palm towards you. There you go.
Oh dear.
Well, you see something that you do perfectly well normally when you bring something new in. Sometimes the older skills get a bit rusty.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter. So how much room have we got here, do you think?
I think we've got quite a lot of room.
Okay. If you move out a little earlier, I think you're signalling then your intention to go through.
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool stuff. And take the next road on the left, please.
We're going too fast.
How fast we going?
Not fast. No. We're going the
Take this next one on the left.
Doing this in third.
That's okay.
It's quite a wide.
It is. So this junction, you possibly can. But as you come to move away again, do you think second might have given you a bit more usable power?
Probably. Can I drop down the gear now?
You can. Your Roman can. And then we'll take this next road on the right.
This one.
This one just in here. And then move to the left once you're in the car park. Well done. And we'll stop somewhere along here on the left.
Ooh.
That'll do us nicely there. So as you can see, we've got loads of space here. How'd that feel then?
Alright.
Okay. You managed it? Did you need any help from me?
No.
So it's
I'm
just...
really proud of myself for that junction.
Yeah. Well, it's a busy junction. You know, each junction we came to was slightly more complicated than the
Yeah.
next. So your view was limited there. You're moving into faster moving traffic. You've got the added complication of that junction where they come across and cut the corner. So, yeah, well done. It's good. Well, it's every time you're coming into something new.
It's just because it's busier. I'm used to Chesterfield and it being quiet and.
Well, that's right. So we're dipping our toes
But I
in the
like
busy
it.
traffic.
I like having that.
No wrong with a challenge.
No, I like having a challenge.
And as long as the challenge isn't too big, and you know the step that we take is a reasonable size one,
Yeah.
then everything's all right. This is where things can start to go wrong if you take a step that's too big and you end up swamped, which is why we always start off with all the basic control skills. And if you think back, what we said was that we were just putting them into slightly busier and busier situations.
Yeah.
So how do you think everything went? Did you control the car?
All the right decisions, didn't I? Do you think?
I do. Yeah. It's. That was the question I was going to ask you. Did you make the right decision based on what you had in front of you at the time?
To what I know, yeah. You just obviously told me.
Well,
I know now, yeah, thinking about it, they might have thought I was parking up, so they wouldn't have given me enough space on that
Well,
side.
you're
or...
just kind of protecting your position, because if you keep tucked in, somebody's going to come past you. The L plates make them do that as well, of course. So what you're doing is, in effect, without putting the indicator on, because you took that early position, you're still signalling to people. You're saying, well, I want to come through here. And what it can do, it's proactive defensive, you call it. So you make that move out, somebody might then think, oh, they want to come through it, and just tuck in and let you. Whereas if they don't do that, then there's not enough room to come through. So we're information in, information out. We see what's around us, we'll let them know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, the run from the junction along to here, we had quite a lot of traffic there, didn't we? Quite a lot of people about.
Oh, yeah.
Did you make the right decisions? How did it feel?
A bit scary.
A little bit, but as long as it's just a little bit, then we're
Just a
all right.
little bit, yeah.
So
I don't scare very easily. So.
I'm hard. That's good. You know, it's all, we're just building it up layer upon layer upon layer, and there'll come a time where you're not even thinking about it. You just deal with what's in front of you by using your knowledge and skill. Excellent. So, bay parking. What we want to do is to reverse into a bay. We'll let you choose whichever bay that it might be. But how do you think you might do that? Any idea?
Oh, I've got my thing on. Reverse. Obviously. Is it the same as like reversing around a corner,
Well, if you have a look,
but just tighter?
yeah, it's like reversing. You know, the corners we did were fairly rounded. It's like reversing into a corner like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where it's really tight. So if you have a look, find the right edge. You can just reverse in from the other side. So I find it easier when there's a car in each bay, because you've got something to line up against. Generally, when we're practicing it, we'll be practicing it in ones that are empty to begin with.
Oh, right,
So-
okay. So try and find one.
Well, what we'll do is, on our left-hand side here, I'll let you choose one of the bays behind you and reverse into that. Just you can choose whichever one it is.
Oh, it's going to be difficult, that, trying to find where the lines are, isn't it?
Well, it's how do you normally line yourself up when you're reversing?
I've never gone reverse like
Well, it's
that before.
well, you followed the line of the curve around, haven't you? What we'll do is, we'll drive back towards the bay, and then you've just got to really sort of judge when you think you need to put the steering on, and how much steering do you think you're going to need.
Just a bit of guesswork.
Okay, yeah, just going to judge it. Although we don't like the term guesswork.
Yeah, sorry.
But it is to begin with, isn't it? Trial and error. There you go, that's better than
that's better.
guesswork. It doesn't sound quite as random. So how much steering do you think you're going to need?
Quite a lot.
And what sort of speed do you think you might travel at?
Really slow.
Okay. And if you get sort of halfway around and it's not working, what do you think you might do?
Straighten up, start again.
Yeah. That's what you'd do if there was nobody else about, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Where do we need to be looking?
Everywhere.
Yeah. So again, control, observation and accuracy. And when we're looking around, what do you think you're looking for?
Pedestrians.
Yeah. People
Cars.
maybe, and on a day like today, somebody comes out of that shop and they're going at their car over there.
Or
they're
just
gonna-
cut across without
Yeah, I
pass
mean-
or anything.
And what do you think the weather might do to people?
Rush.
Yeah. And maybe with their head down, not really looking. So we need to take account of that. So in terms of safety, really, while we're manoeuvring, it's up to us to take, all-round observation. Now, loads of ways we can do it. But when it comes to observation, so you got your control skills, your observation, and your accuracy. You can take care of all of that on your own if you want, or I can take care of the observation and leave you to do the other stuff. What do you reckon?
I'll try and do it all.
Brilliant. I was hoping you'd say that. Then should we just have a go and see how we end up?
Just do that because I'm going to be reversing one.
Okie dokie.
Just to look at everything.
We're finding out where the corners of the car are. That's what we're doing, basically.
Right, I'm going to go into that one
Okay.
in the trees.
Righty-ho.
Yeah?
Okay.
Or do you want me to go a little bit further?
No, that's
I'll
completely
go to the
fine.
next one actually so I can straighten this and
Okay.
get more of a... I know what I mean, yeah.
Fine.
Still thinking, aren't I? Alright, I need to look behind me now. Go on. What would you say I'm doing wrong now?
wouldn't say we're doing anything wrong.
Not rolling on it.
Nope.
Is this right speed?
Slower the better.
Probably not straight, am I?
Really? Do you think? Alright then, how do you think that was? You want to look this side?
I mean, what were easy?
Well, not on your... Well, let's look at the distance there. And look at the distance at your side. Are they the same?
Just about. Am I too far off front, or would you say I could go further back? Or I wouldn't. I think I'd be alright here.
You can get out and have a look if you want.
Oh my god, he's pretty good.
Well, alright, well, you say to me it's pretty good. Tell me what would make it better.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That were really good. That were just beginner's luck, that wasn't it?
I bet you it wasn't.
But I think I could do it again, like that.
Why wouldn't you? So what made that
I
successful?
want it to be harder now. I want 2 cars to be there, or a car. No,
we can do that in a bit. Well, we can, yeah. So, what made it successful?
Because I was looking all around and going really slow.
Slow is the key.
And judging the car, well, it's just, you just get. I'm glad I did that. Obviously, you do reversing before you do a bit of parking anyway, but I'm glad I did that right hand one as well, because that gave me just that little bit extra.
I mean, when you look around here, is there anything else that you think might have helped you a bit?
What do you mean?
I mean, you've lined yourself up beautifully. But if you have a look across there, that bear's in the same place, so that can be a little bit of a guide as well. That's what I used as a guide as you were coming in. That's why I thought.
He's not very good parked, though, is he?
He's not. You should leave him a little note. Tell him to show him how to do it. Well, you did.
Go.
You did. It's all about control, observation, and accuracy, and you've got those in spades. So you've just put into practice what you know.
Yeah.
Do you want to try in a different bear?
Yeah, which one?
You choose.
This way, or
Yeah, well, you just go forward and come back into a different one if you want.
am I going that way? Right.
Well,
do
it's
you not do that?
well, you can go that way and then reverse into the right if you want to try that. If you're up for a challenge, okay. I'll tell you what. This row of bears here. If you want to go forward, and we'll reverse back into the right. It's nice that you like a challenge like that. You have to be careful practicing next to people's cars because they get a bit upset.
What if I go like here
Yeah?
and then going a couple down there?
Go on then.
Oh, which way would I be looking? Oh, this way.
What do you reckon? What do we do when we're reversing around the right hand corner?
Oh, we're looking over this way.
Well, as long as you're taking effective observation. So,
I can't remember. Which way, Bob?
well, that till you're over your I've lost the power of speech again. Over your right shoulder will help you line up. and there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're checking all around for other vehicles too.
So I can reverse straight this way and
Yep.
then
Yep.
turn that way.
And again, if it's a nice day and you're finding trouble lining up, you can always put your head out the window too.
Right. Oh, okay.
Speed's always the key to success in manoeuvres.
First. Is that first?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird when you go from into it.
It is, just different.
I know you're not supposed to. We're supposed to go straight in it. Aren't
Doesn't
we?
matter. How many people do you see getting straight in? Like existing drivers?
Go on, Mr. Taximan, what are you doing?
Pay attention next time you're looking across a car park and see how many people get it right first time.
Oh, I'm not even in it at all.
You reckon?
I'm not straight. Am I in it?
Yeah. Look.
I'm a bit too far that way, aren't I, though? That way.
This is just to define for our YouTube viewers. We're an inch closer to this lane than we are to that lane.
It's too close. It's too much of a difference.
You're that far from it being spot on. Are we straight?
As can be.
Oh, look, you're pointing straight at that bit across there.
Yeah.
You're pretty much in the middle.
Was that pass?
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
I'm
Yeah. You're in between the lanes.
I didn't do it right though. I should have just gone straight into it. I could have probably sorted myself out by doing it, but I wanted to make sure I go forward and straighten up.
There's nothing wrong during a manoeuvre if it's not quite right. Which was best, to stop and go forward, or to just carry on and get it all over the place?
Stop and go forward.
There's no wrong with doing that.
I did that alright.
That's brilliant.
I didn't put my glass on, I just used my clutch on doing it.
It's fine too. Control, observation, accuracy. It's like, we used to call it, like on your manoeuvres, we used to call it 3-point turn. It doesn't have to be in 3. So this is a bare park. It's not how you get in, it's how you end up.
Yeah.
So if you've gone forward and come back, it doesn't matter. And I mean, just as a note, I mean, we don't like to talk about tests because that's not what we're really getting ready for. We're getting ready for life. But if you're on your test and it wasn't going right, you just stop, go forward, come back. They'll not mark you down for that.
Yeah.
Because you've done the right thing. So what do you want to do next? Do you want to try one with the car next to it?
Well, there's someone in that car, they're not going to like that.
No, they're not, no.
Why don't we go that way and come round the back of this Suzuki?
Let's do that.
So I'll turn round that way.
Okay. What do you think your parking looks like compared to his?
Spectacular. Should we go in between those?
You decide. How about this white one?
Which way do you want me to go then?
Should we go past it and come back in this way?
Yeah.
Actually, should we use the blue one because he's nowhere near straight? He's over the edge of the lane.
So I'll do that here, yeah?
I'll let you decide.
Okay. I'm sorry if I'm in everybody's way. I'm not really.
No, we're not, no. tisk, tisk. That's great control of the speed.
Let's start again. Sorry.
It's okay. Again, you've done the right thing. It's not quite the way you want it. Make an adjustment.
To give yourself enough room to be able to reverse. You know what I mean?
Sure. Parking badly.
Should we come too close to him or are you alright?
Oh, aye, that's fine. Looks good to me.
I won't hit him.
It's good, well done. And the verdict is?
I don't know. Could have possibly been less close to him
You're never happy, are you?
because I was just thinking if they wanted to get out, well they could.
Well,
Police
if I can
wanted
open
to
my
get
door,
out.
they can open theirs.
And
Again,
you're
you have a
alright
look
to
at the
get
line?
out of there as well. Oh, not bad, not bad.
What could you do to make it better?
Nothing.
No. So, as you come into these places like this,
Hang on, am I too far forward?
well, if you have a look at the white car, is he about the right place? And are we level with him? We're about the same level as him, so
I bet we could go a little bit further back though.
maybe a little, but you're in. You're not impeding traffic. You're in as far as all the other traffic is. It does make it awkward sometimes with these places that, you know, the bays are these are narrow bays here. Some car parks you get a lot wider bays. The only thing that I would perhaps suggest that might make life a little easier for you is when you go to your starting point. If you start a little bit further out,
Yeah.
it might give you a little bit of a better view. But it doesn't really matter because you're in, you're straight, you're squared up, you're under control, observation and accuracy. And what do you want?
I'm so happy.
It's and if you really want to analyse, you know, how well you've done out of that. Did I teach you how to do that?
No.
Have I given you any instruction at all?
Well, when I asked about going like, which way do I look when?
I've answered your question. Bobby Joe Turner used to tell me off for not answering a question, so I answered your question, but I haven't instructed you how to do it. Who made all the decisions?
Me.
Who controlled the speed?
Me.
Accuracy?
Me.
Were your observations good?
Yeah.
Jobs are good. What do you need me for?
I know.
Right. What do you want to do with that now? Do you want to leave that for a bit and go and do some work on some junctions, or do you want to do some more of that? Or
I think I've more or less got this.
I think you more or less have.
I know it's only like 3 times. Don't want to be too confident, but
It's not. Yeah, but it's not 3 times where you nearly got it, is it?
yeah, it's when I've got it.
It's 3 times when, by your own admission, for once, you couldn't have done it better.
I'm so happy. Where do we? I'm really up me.
All right, okay. Let's adjust the... Because it was a bit damp.
Yeah.
How's that?
That's fine.
Righty hot. So, you want to do a bit of work on the uphill stuff that we mentioned at the start? So if we were to go, let me think now. If we went from here, left at the end of the road, and then...
What, bag it up?
Yeah.
Because I'll probably have to stop at traffic lights, so won't I?
Possibly.
You can do that.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Or would you like to go to the next junction along and go up that way? Either way is fine. If we go to the traffic lights, I'll be ready to help you if you need me.
I know. I just don't want to get bogged down if I don't get it.
Fine. Okay, then we'll go to the next junction along, and then that takes us...
But then I
up.
like a challenge, so we're just going to do that one.
Go on then.
Sorry. Where are you going?
So should we go to the gate at the end
Ah, yeah.
and go out that way? That's good, well done. Creeping peep. I like it.
I didn't mean to cross then. I nearly did.
I didn't see it.
I'm just going to stay in first round here because I
That's
want to be
perfectly
really
fine.
slow because
Okay.
I don't want people reversing out on me.
How's his parking?
Terrible. Everybody's is round here, isn't it?
Except yours. I'm going to take the road to the left, please.
Do we have to indicate?
What do you reckon?
Well, that's right back at sharp, so probably not, but I'll still indicate. Oh, did I just catch curve? Oh,
Just winged it. What do you think caused that?
I wasn't wide enough, probably.
It just steered a little too much.
Oh,
Is that right? We didn't hit it, we just touched it.
no, have we got allies in this car? I haven't scraped them over.
No, gosh, no. And left at the end of the road. It's a low curb, so we only just touched it.
Good. This junction, this one.
It's good, well done. So it's a case of finding a gap. Now it can be difficult here because sometimes you can wait a long time for a gap.
This is a gap.
Oh, there you go. How was that for time?
Not bad.
And then again, off we go. And we'll take the next road on the left. Well done.
Oh, God.
So as we look ahead, what colour are the lights on now?
Red.
So what colour do you think
We
they
go
might be by the time we
slow.
go? And there's a chance they're going to change, isn't there?
Can only hope. I need more power up here, don't I? Not power. You know what I mean?
I do.
Come on, change.
Look at that for timing. There you go.
We didn't even have to do what I did. We didn't even have to do what I said I was panicking about. Come on.
It doesn't climb hills terribly well. Well, because you've timed your approach, you've been able to save yourself the effort of stopping and starting. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Now, to make it go up to third here, you're probably going to need a bit more gas first, because it's going to lose a lot of speed on the hill. So you might have to gun it a little. Well, that's it, just ease off the gas.
Sorry.
That's okay. Deep breath.
Ugh.
Into first,
Sorry.
and off we go when you're ready.
Oh, God.
Deep breath. Plenty of gas. I've got you covered. There you go.
Oh, I can't believe I just did that.
Well, we're going to do a bit of practice on that.
Yeah, I think we need to.
It's okay. Can we go or what? What do you reckon?
I don't know if they're letting me on.
Let's
that.
wait. Into first,
I'm in first.
and then off you go when you're ready. Well done. It makes it all the more difficult when there's lots of cars about, doesn't it? Just keep the air going in and out. We got there, that's all that matters. We'll follow the road ahead.
I shouldn't have stopped like that. That man could have crashed into us.
No, he was fair. He was a fair distance back. You did the right thing. You didn't panic. Well done.
Oh God, I'm such an idiot.
No,
We should
far
have gone
from
this
it.
way. Am I going out?
Not yet. Unless you want to.
No.
No, we'll do a bit of practice on some hill starts. Give yourself a little bit more room. Just a touch. That's it. It's very easy to feel squeezed in. So you know how it works here, that who has priority, but that doesn't mean they're going to get it. It's to make life a little bit more awkward by parking on these things.
Just stay there. I thought you were going to go out there. Are they allowed to park there?
They shouldn't. There's double yellow lines. And they're making it the chicane a little bit more difficult for everybody. Now, we should have priority, but what does his body language say to you?
He's not going away.
It looked like he was going to chance it, didn't he? We'll follow the road ahead at the roundabout, and then the first right after that, follow the Chesterfield lane.
Like as if I'm going to Aldo.
Yeah. Pull up along here somewhere on the left. Perhaps on some smaller hills to begin with, and then move up and up and up.
Just want to go before the bus stop after these drives.
Good, excellent. And again, you've placed yourself between the driveways. Now, if you notice what happened there, the guy behind was just quite calm about it, wasn't he? Really?
Yeah.
Just like, well, you should learn to drive. I'd expect to make mistakes. Most drivers are like that.
I
You get the odd
panicked.
one who isn't.
I panicked and I was trying to change into third, and then I was like, oh, that's what I need. That's what I said in my book. I need work on changing gears.
Well, then let's do that. It's all just practice. It's what we need to look at is it didn't quite go right there. What do you think caused that?
Because I panicked.
Well, what brought that on?
Because I wanted to change to third, because I was in second and I was going uphill and used to give more power.
So if
And
we
I
go,
got too much power, and then I was trying to change it in gear and I couldn't do it, so I just stopped.
well, it's fine. Well, you've stopped things going wrong. Stopped and you started again. So that was probably the safest option. You know, rather than go and then not quite go right. I had you covered all the time, so we were always safe. If we were to do that situation again, what might you do different, do you think?
Not change gear.
Possibly. Could have just left it and just trundled a bit more. Well, there you go. There's your solution. So if you hit that again, that's probably what you're going to do, isn't it? So it's, again, a learning trigger.
Yeah.
It didn't go the way we wanted. You've analysed it, thought, well, what can I do different? And now you've got a plan. Shall we do a few hill starts up here and then gradually get them bigger
Where's
and bigger?
that? Where's the really big hill?
Well, if we start from here, and then we'll go...
Is it a hill?
It is. If you let the handbrake go, see what happens. There you go. Throw them back. It's only a little hill, but it gradually gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So if we stop and start several times along here, and then we'll go along Chesterfield lane to the end, then, you know, where the big roundabout is in the middle. Every junction, every road leading up to that's quite a big hill, so
yeah.
we can have a bit of a play around there. That sound like a plan?
Yeah.
How was that for a hill start?
No, it's not really a hill, is it?
So again, if you want to stop again on the left, somewhere before the park cars.
Oh, here?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's okay. And then the hill's got a little bit bigger, and we've added another little bit of a complexity because you've got to go around the park cars. Again, it's just all control, and that's good. You're between the driveways. Well done.
Let's do it now.
Off you go when you're ready.
Whoa.
Can we go? What do you think? See if you can balance it on the clutch. Well done.
Ooh.
That's very good clutch control, though. So what might improve that, do you think, moving away?
I don't know, you tell me.
Okay, well, pull up on the left
Oh, sorry.
and have another go.
This one.
Yep, just before the driveway will be fine. You made a lot of work for yourself, and your feet move really fast, which is great, and you've got a good feel for the car, so you found the bite straight away. But if the handbrake had been on, you'd have a ton of time, wouldn't you? Should we try again?
Yeah.
Oops.
Tell you indicate. There's no one behind me, but I don't want in case someone comes out of that gap.
Okay. And then again, if we pull up a little bit further up, it'll be in between the lampposts. So it's gradually getting bigger and bigger.
Like here.
Yep, it's a little bit before we get to the zigzags for the school. Even though the school's not in. So how was that last hill start, do you think?
Better.
We did roll back a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
What can you do to change that, do you think?
Let the handbrake go when I've got the clutch properly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Off you go when you're ready. Remember, we're just practicing.
Oh, this is getting in my way. Right there.
Go on, have the courage of your convictions. There you go, you were bang on. Splendid. Should we go play on some bigger hills?
Yeah, okay then.
Follow the road ahead at the roundabout. It's the second exit.
I'm not going past 12, so I don't have to indicate right.
Correct.
Anybody come in? Alright.
How do you think your decision making at these roundabouts is coming on?
Alright. Should I have stopped?
Ooh, you saw the gap and went for it. It's great. A couple of weeks ago, you probably would have stopped.
I mean, it don't really matter because if I feel like I have to stop, I'll just stop because I'm all right now setting back off. Do you know what I mean?
Well, because you've got control of everything else now, you've got more time to look. You know, because you're not really thinking now about stopping and starting and things. So you're starting to be able to observe what's happening around you and then think, well, have I got time to go or have I not? So if we go down to the roundabout and take the fourth exit, that takes us back
This
up
one's a
there.
high one, isn't it? So.
I think the one that back from the roundabout might be a bit steeper.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But they're all more or less the same level of steepness.
Let me just try and change gear.
Okay.
I just wanted to do a little bit more practice.
That's okay. What I've noticed is that when you go from second to third, sometimes you just grip a bit hard.
Do it
Grip
just,
a little less.
just let it,
help
yeah.
you. We'll go to the right, it's the fourth exit. It might help you. Just a suggestion, see how that works. It would be a help with the indicator, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's one of my pet hates, people not indicating.
And then just go in anyway.
Yeah. I've got a cure for it. You should just have a little squad that's sent out, and you should, every third one that doesn't do it, you should pull them out of the car and execute them. The word would get out. And then once we get past the junction, if you want to pull up on the left.
Or indicating, what? Oh, right, for me to just.
What do you think was going on there?
What would it. Were you just waiting to see where I was going?
I'm not sure. You know, you waited until you got past the junction and then indicated. So we're coming along, we're indicating, he moves out, you're slowing down, he then pulls in back behind you, and then pulls out and shoots away. What do you think the thought process was there?
I don't know, because there were no one coming.
I
You'd
don't
had
either.
enough room to.
Really not sure.
Anyway.
See? Random acts. So this is a pretty steep hill. So if we pull away and then maybe stop again just before, and then again at the junction.
So where do we stop?
So move off and stop just after this junction, and then move off and stop at the roundabout if there's anybody coming or not, because there's nobody behind us. And then we get 3 hill starts for the price of 1.
Okay.
That sound like a plan?
Yeah. I don't need to indicate, do I?
Good. Nobody about.
Just like feel it out there.
Exactly right.
Just here.
Yeah, we're moving off again straight away, so. Pretty slick. There's nobody behind, so should we stop, even if there's nobody coming?
Should we just stop anyway?
Yeah,
Just for practice?
and that's a good practice, isn't it? This is pretty steep.
Where are we going? So I can indicate.
We'll follow the road ahead. How'd that feel?
Loads better because I've put more gas on.
Yeah. Better off too much than not enough. Do you want to do any more work on that, or is there something else you want to work on?
Gear changing.
Okay, let's do a bit of that then. We'll take the next exit from the roundabout, and then there should be plenty of room on that road to get up through the gears.
Did I seem a little bit too early?
No. It wasn't confusing, was it? You were taking the next exit, so no wrong with that.
Where are we going?
Follow the road ahead, and when we get to the roundabout, we'll double back on ourselves down that way. Give you a chance to get up through the gears on this road. So not gripping us tight seems to fix it. Excellent.
A bit smoother.
So we'll take the first exit from the roundabout, the road to the left.
This is the bit where I'm going to get confused. How can I drop a gear now?
Well, try it. Right foot over the brake. And then just slot it into second. And then you're ready to go, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you got loads of time. Always more
Left.
time than you think. Yes, please. So how was that?
Alright, I'm glad you said that.
Well, you could have gone, at that point, you could have gone either first or second, couldn't you? And you had the time to do it.
Yeah.
So always just remind yourself that you've got plenty of time. Easy for me to say. Again, when we get to the end of the road, we'll go left back up towards the roundabout.
Which one? Because it's left here.
Well, at the end of the road, sorry.
Alright.
What do you suppose he's doing? You've done the right thing by slowing down. Ah, there you go. Now you know he's not going to move. Interesting manoeuvre though. So left at the end of this road. So again on this last little bit, if you just dip the clutch right foot over the brake, drop it into first while you do your observations, in you go.
Hold it,
There you go.
Claire.
Well done.
That was weird. It was like I were uphill, but I was going. You know what I mean?
You set the gas and found the bike as you were just rolling up. So you can use, because you've got that good level of clutch control, you can use that as you're coming up that last little bit into first, set the gas, find the bike, and you just held it.
Right, what's
Left at the
this?
end.
Give way.
This is a crossroads.
Do I have to stop?
What do you think?
I think so.
Okay. Very limited view, isn't it? But again, if there's nobody coming, we
So
can
where do I
come.
want to go up here?
That's the one, yeah. But if there's nobody on the road over the other side, it just becomes a T-junction because there's nobody to think about over there.
That just threw me, that give way sign. I didn't know what to.
Cool. So what we're going to do up here, if you fancy, as we're approaching, we can try that same thing, just on the last little bit, drop it into first, set the gas, find the bite, poof, and hold it. You've got that level of clutch control, might as well use it. These roads are getting worse.
So where would you say I'd drop it by?
Start thinking about it now. Clutch down, drop it into first, set the gas, find the bite. Oh, nearly. We just needed a little bit more gas. Very close. That's all right. It was nearly bang on. So you're just using the momentum of the car as it comes up.
To go.
You can.
So annoyed with myself now.
Oh, that's fine. No wrong with that. Everything was right. We just didn't have enough gas on.
Yeah.
It just cut. But because of that, you did everything right.
See, I always know what happens. I'm like, I know why that happened.
Well, that's
you know
fine.
what I mean?
Well, that's why we'll take this next left. That's why it's less likely to happen again. It's again a learning trigger. And then we'll take the first left this time. Take us back around to that loop and have another bash, shall we?
I can try.
So what will we do different this time? As we come up with the roundabout.
More gas.
Yep.
When I've changed
Yep.
it first.
Well, let's try and see how it works. It's turned out quite nice, hasn't it? Considering it was so awful first thing this morning.
Sorry, I was concentrating.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's that storm, isn't it? Is it coming towards though?
I don't think we're going to get too much of it. Now, you can use the same technique here, because we're rolling up a little bit of a hill. Push the clutch down into first, set the gas, find the bite. Just like that.
So easy.
Well, it is when everything works right, and you nearly had it back on
Change
you.
to second.
Okay.
Oh.
It might not like climbing a hill this low speed in second.
Oh, you're going that way anyway. You're alright. Right, so the higher the hill, the lower gear.
That's it. And more gas. Just like that. So again, we can try the same thing here. As we're coming to the end, if you just dip the clutch and then set the gas, find the bite, you can hold it, a bit more gas. That's it. Well done. And you've got time to do your observations.
Right, so it's held.
It is.
Ish.
There you go. So
That's
at that
held.
point, do your observations, and you're ready to go at that point.
So I don't even have to put my handbrake on or anything.
If there's nobody coming, no, just go straight
Or
in.
brake on, for that matter. I've got it. Perfect.
I mean, you wouldn't hold it like this for a long time, but
Sorry.
you've arrived at the...
Indicate.
Should we become the indicator, please? That's what we should do. So on that last little roll up,
I'm really
in the
warm,
first, set
Bob,
the
I'm
gas.
sorry.
That's okay, I'll turn that down to cold. Another lap?
Yeah. Should feel a change. Can you have one?
I mean, that's not a technique you would use all the time, but if you're rolling up to a hill like that, where you haven't got very good visibility, it just gives you that moment to hold it, quick look, and out. God, it's getting worse, isn't it? The size of these potholes.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Sorry.
It is bad.
Trying to avoid them, but
You can't. There's just too
really,
many.
can you? I always just know that not a lot of people just go round there and not looking because they think it's not busy and whatever. This is still a down there, that's why I know.
And again, you've arrived ready to either go or stop. A bit more speed before you go to second, if you go down.
This one. Say that again.
Oh, go on, I'll let you get on with what you were going to do.
Right, hold it, so put clutch down.
That's it. Set the gas. Find the mate. Fantastic. Or you can just stop and put the handbrake on, either way.
Yeah.
So we'll take the second exit this time. As well done.
Ooh.
You can take yourself home, in fact. And time fly when you're having fun.
I know.
What do you think's happening here?
Someone's getting in and out of the car, but...
Not a soul in sight.
No.
Well, there you go.
Shall I try here? Just go bed down first, or shall I just stay in second?
Well, do what you think's right.
Right.
Second was fine, wasn't it? Because you had the view.
Yeah. Try going into third.
Okay.
I know I'm going to be changing gear
No,
anyway.
go
I'm
on.
gonna go.
Why not? You've got the time.
Okay. And I'm going to drop it into second or first.
Okay.
Second or first?
Second, I would say, here. Because you're carrying the momentum.
Then we've got to indicate.
We'll let you off because we've known you about. Just this once, though.
Might do a bit of day parking up here. That's alright with you, Bob?
I'm absolutely fine. Which side are you going to go?
Well, I did it that side before, so I'm going to do this side.
Oh, okay.
That's alright.
It's a little more difficult, really, because it's only sort of half a bay, really, isn't it? But it's a challenge nonetheless.
Don't know what's coming up there. Right.
It's all right.
There we go.
So, how was that?
Alright.
It's okay, isn't it? It's interesting. So, when you came back there, where were you looking?
Down there.
But
Behind me.
whereabouts? That's maybe too obscure a question. I like that you took the view up the side of the cars.
Yeah. Because you can see coming around there.
That's
and
right.
Obviously. When I got a bit further back, I was looking straight down.
That's right.
And that way as well, because
So,
sometimes...
well, it just gives you the early view. It's like if you're approaching a slight bend to the left and there's parked cars on the left, you can look up the inside of the car and get an extra view. So we always try and get that little extra view if we can. So let's look at our targets for today. I'd help if I was on the right page. Yeah, parking.
Thank you. Right. Targets. I feel confident in my ability to move into a suitable starting position. Yes. Select reverse gear, prepare my car to move and position myself to take effective observations. Yeah. Take effective all-round observations, including blind spots. I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you look all around, that's good.
Coordinate the controls in order to maintain a speed equivalent to the slow walking pace. Yeah,
Or
what,
even
just
slower.
Clutch. Yeah. Pause occasionally. Control my vehicle to take effective. Alright, yeah. Use sufficient steering to position my vehicle between the lines. Respond correctly to the road users and pedestrians. Yep. Remember to refasten my seatbelt if removed, but I didn't do that. I feel confident in my ability to safely complete the bay park under more testing circumstances when parked vehicles nearby and pressure of the other road users and pedestrians. Yeah. Did all though.
You did. Without any help, really. So that's pretty spectacular, I think.
Thank you.
Well, let's have a look at our reflective log from last week, because let's make sure that we've dotted the I's and crossed the T's. Practice uphill starts, changing gear quickly when coming to a junction.
Yeah.
More and more practice on those roads. So we've done that. Again, is that a smiley face?
It is, yeah.
Excellent. Do your reflection from after this, and have a think about what we might do next time. What do you think the next logical step might be?
What would be next one after that?
Well, if we're doing, I suppose,
Could do a
turn in the road,
yeah.
could be next one. That's not going to fill a full lesson for us.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. So we might want to think about doing that one at the same time, parallel parking.
Which is
Like
on
putting
the
up
road.
alongside and
Yeah.
reversing in behind the car. I think, if I'm honest, that both of those in one session should be doable.
what about after that? Is that manoeuvres done?
It is, yeah. So it's because your clutch control is so good, and you're able to control the speed of the car. That's if you get the speed right, everything else is a doddle, because you've got time to put it wrong if it's put it wrong if it's going right, put it right if it's going wrong. So that's good. Obviously what we'll be doing is, once we've done all those, we'll be just practicing them all the time and doing them perhaps on not busier roads, but roads where there'll be a bit more traffic, maybe one or two more pedestrians, that kind of stuff. Oh, that's good. That's good. And then it's sort of down. Whoops, I've had the right page. Then we'll maybe think about starting down that route.
Yeah.
So it all comes together not long before the test now too. So once we get that done,
really close.
we can get a test booked, get the job finished.
How long's the test wait?
It's not too bad at the minute. I think it's 6 weeks currently, so it's not too bad. What we'll do is we'll book a test, and then if we're not ready in the time frame, we can either nudge the test back,
Yeah.
put more lessons in, or ramp our efforts up, or a combination of all three. Well, no, you can't bring it forward and move it back, can you? I think I'm still poorly from my cold. But we'll get the test and then plan accordingly. That's good. Well done.
I don't want to have, if I can, a time limit. I just want to. I know we're not. That's why I like it, because we're not. We've got to do this by this. It's not like that. It's so. You do it in your own time, and I like that.
Well, I mean, we can. We don't have to. I mean, I'm saying book the test because that's my preference. That's the way I like to do it. But if that doesn't suit you,
No, it would suit me. But I like that we're not like. Right, we have to be passed by Christmas. Do you know what I mean?
Sure,
Some people
sure.
have said that. Well, I'm supposed to be passed before this time.
It
It's like you
just
can't say when you're going
puts
to be
extra
passed.
pressure, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And I always advise people, it's best not to tell people when your tests are, because then, if it doesn't work the way you want, then you've got dozens of phone calls. People say, "How did it go? I
Yeah.
failed."
And
Not that I
just,
think it will, of course.
Bog you down.
That's great. Still happy?
Yes.
Excellent. Same time next week.
Yes.
Brilliant. I shall look forward to seeing you then. What
Date is it next week? Is it bonfire now? I know it's not. It's far off, isn't it? Yeah. I've got the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
All right. Well, I meant to ask you, in terms of your preparation, did you watch the DVD? And
I couldn't find me on YouTube. This last one, I did.
Oh.
I did try. I didn't try. When did you put it on?
I'll double check on that. I did it the same day. No, I didn't. I did it the next day. Because I had
I
some
couldn't
issues.
find it. I literally went on it last night. Unless I'm typing it wrong thing. Unless I look the same as another one.
Unless I've not listed it properly. I will have a look.
Yeah, I
when
didn't
when
look,
I get back.
but I've gone through
Cool.
everything, and I've just been practicing with theatre more than out.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Oh, don't forget your phone.
Why,
And I shall see you next week.
Right, thank you very much, Bob.
It's nice and sunny now, isn't it?